The Guardian is reporting on a new crackdown against protesters. They say the FBI is investigating political activists campaigning against the Dakota Access pipeline, diverting agents charged with preventing terrorist attacks to instead focus their attention on indigenous activists and environmentalists. The Guardian has established that multiple officers within the FBI's Joint Terrorism Task Force have attempted to contact at least 3 people tied to the Standing Rock Water Protector movement in North Dakota. The purpose of the officers' inquiries into Standing Rock and scope of the task force's work remains unknown. Agency officials declined to comment. But the fact that the officers have even tried to communicate with activists is alarming to free speech experts who argue that anti-terrorism agents have no business scrutinizing protesters. So this is outrageous, and as I read this, I was reminded of the fact that the FBI spied on Martin Luther King Jr., and they even sent him a letter basically saying, look, how dare you, you're a fucking philandering piece of shit, so stop doing what you're doing, and you should kill yourself. They try to get him to commit suicide. The fuck? So the government is undermining and subverting and putting up roadblocks to people's constitutional rights, their civil liberties, their human rights, and the First Amendment, free speech, free expression, free protest. And here you have really brave people who are standing up against this shitty fucking pipeline. By the way, a pipeline blew up very close to the pipeline that, Standing Rock is fighting. So the Standing Rock Sioux are fighting. So they act like, oh, it's totally safe, I don't know what you're talking about. Actually, no. And furthermore, they diverted it. It was supposed to go through, I think, Bismarck, but they diverted it because it was a white community that was like, we don't want that pipeline here. So they're, oh, great, we'll just put it through the Native Americans' territory. Oh, come on, man. Come on. So you have these people who are doing this brave thing where they're standing up and fighting back, and this is the payback they get. People, FBI agents who are supposed to be focusing on terrorism. By the way, another thing Trump did, he said, oh yeah, all the people who are fighting, who are tasked with looking into domestic right-wing terror groups like sovereign citizens, KKK, neo-Nazis, and stuff like that. All the people who are looking at that, no more. None of that at all. Now, all Islamic terrorism. All of it Islamic terrorism? All of it. Even though there's been, as a raw number, there's been more right-wing terror attacks in the U.S., okay, look, if you wanted to change some of it and say, okay, I'm going to take some people from right-wing terror and put them on Islamic terror, but I'm still going to have some looking into right-wing terror, that's one thing. But he said no more, all looking into Islamic terror. And now, apparently, what they're looking at is Islamic terror and environmentalists and protesters. This is your government acting as your enemy. We need to rise up and fight back.